Hello there, and welcome to the
Hello.
Spiritual Reality Show. Hello, Janet. How are you?
Hi, Vivica. Oh my goodness. What are we going through now, huh? The world is really, we're going through so much flux.
You're
I
right.
mean, this has been, we're going into Mercury retrograde in a couple of days. Today's what?
I think
Is
it's
today the
on
7th?
September 9th, aren't we?
Yeah,
September
9th.
9th?
Yeah,
Hmm.
tomorrow. It starts tomorrow.
Oh,
So it's been so interesting how that energy is just pushing all kinds of things to the surface. It's just
yeah.
pushing it right out there.
Yeah. And it's all
And
about communication. So be aware how you communicate through this.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. And so, we were having a great conversation before we started. So, we have a lot to bring out to everybody today. We're sharing our books, which is kind of exciting. Just a little insight into them. It'll be short. We won't be dwelling on them too long, but we wanted to just bring in some insights that we had in what we've, read and written ourselves. And then also about, just dealing with shifting and letting go of maybe friendships and relationships and being
Yeah.
so aware of what's around us right now. We have to be so aware of the energies around us.
Yeah.
Even when you're sleeping, lucid dreaming is probably a good thing to do if you can do it. I do lucid dream often when it's something very important. It tends to show up, and I'm like, I'm in this dream awake, and I'm like, what's happening here? So it's
So before we
powerful. It
start,
helps
Janet, may
protect.
I just invite the people watching just to say hi
Yeah.
in the chat for us? So I'd
Yes.
love to hear,
Welcome.
how everybody's doing. And to since we're not doing any cards today, we would you like to do a short centering, and then I can use my book as a card drawing if you wish.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And yeah, we both have, and I thought I might bring in the golden age affirmations, which I feel so strongly about. And I feel like, and they've shifted them again. He's shifted the word a little. And I think I told you that. And
Yes.
I don't know if I said it last session because it keeps shifting as we shift. These affirmations are shifting along with us and helping us stay in this higher frequency and in the right dimension, to tell you the truth. So, okay. Everyone just take a nice deep breath in through your nose, down into your belly. So you come into your bodies. Take another one in through your nose, down into your belly, and then blow it out. And then breathe in one more time. And just feel that energy shifting down into your body. It's this crystalline energy just coming into your body, going down your legs, going down through the layers of the earth to connect with Mother Gaia. And she's going to send up her beautiful energy right up through our bodies, this golden energy this is the golden age frequency coming up through the Mother Gaia's energy, shifting right up through our legs, going right up through our feet, into the body, right up through the legs, into the belly, up through your neck and your head, and see it go out the crown of your head, out the roof of your house, or wherever you are. If you're sitting outside, just send it up into the sky, way up. We're going to go keep sending it up as we always do. Go up and connect to that star that's twinkling at you. That is your soul family. This is just a connection, this planet, this group that are here to help you along this journey, this amazing journey that we're on. And then, we always connect with them and ask them very clearly what we need help in. And now we're connecting with the central sun. The central sun is our shifting us from the carbon to the crystalline. And boy, are we in a process right now. And send down that energy, that shifting silvery light coming back down to the earth. And this is like the divine masculine, divine feminine energies coming into our body. This energy is going to come flowing in. This beautiful energy come flowing into our bodies right through the crown, right down, just washing around your body like a figure eight, picking up any low or dense energies, anything you feel tired, resentful, worried, fearful, whatever it is, just let it go. Put it into the water, send it down your body, down your legs, out your feet, send it towards that giant fiery ring that surrounds the Mother Gaia's heart, that beautiful crystal. and see it burned up and turned into light. So now I just want you to touch your hearts. And as we touch our hearts, I'm going to read these golden age affirmations, which I feel is going to keep us in that higher frequency. So as I read it, you can repeat it, or we do have it on one of our shows that you can check it. We can also post it again today if later on, if Vivica would like to. I choose from my four bodies, and fill your heart and make this with full intention. I choose from my four bodies to come to harmony with the golden age and my universal God self frequency. I choose from my spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical bodies to come back to me as one. I choose to be uninfected and unaffected by anything below my universal God self frequency. I choose to be uninfected and unaffected by the changes in my four bodies and my chakra systems. I choose to be uninfected and unaffected by any physical labors throughout this day. So just feel that beautiful choices that we make to stay in those high frequencies. And now I'm going to ask Vivica, what is your intention today for this session?
The intention is to obtain the highest vibration, the highest frequency available to allow each and every one of us to open up to the golden age.
Love that. I love that. Yes. And also to bring whatever information is so important today, because there's things that need to come out. And so whatever it is, we hope we bring it forth in the most loving and beautiful way. So thank you, thank you, thank you, all beings of light. Thank you for being here. Step back, take a nice breath, and then slowly open your eyes as you come back into your body. And here we are. We've created a beautiful sacred space. We have
Janet,
that golden
when
frequency.
we
Yes.
got the energy, the golden age energy from Mother Gaia, I started almost to laugh because it was tingling all the way from my bottom of my feet.
Oh, that's
Oh
so
my, it was so
beautiful. I love it.
tingling. I was like, that was such an amazing experience. Yeah, that was great. I love that. So I can really
Thank you.
feel that, I want to share this because I'm wearing my necklace. It's a
Mm-hmm.
five-dimensional necklace. I've channeled this, so it's a gift from Zarius and Daughter of Seven. It's called the Unity Necklace, and it is protective of the work that I'm doing, if you wish. And every morning now, since the Lion's Gate, I've
Mm-hmm.
had this urge of saying a new affirmation every single day based on whatever arises within. I always do this in the bathroom because we all have places where we connect.
Oh,
Bathroom is
sure,
where I
sure.
connect. So
Yeah, because
I would be
yeah.
standing there, and I'm always having this moment where I connect five dimensionals. So I'm opening myself and my consciousness for that vibration, and I take that with me throughout the day. And so that I know has affected the way I pull energy from Mother Gaia and from the universe.
Mm,
And so I'm now feeling how it's so easy to go with peaceful, light footsteps on Mother Earth. It's not draining, it's not heavy. It's
wow.
free because of the five-dimensional ascension energy that we're
Yes,
experiencing. So
yes.
you're kind of, Mother Gaia is kind of lifting you. So it actually feels like I'm being drawn up, and you can actually feel that energy, and that makes me pretty excited because it's
Yeah,
such a
yeah,
powerful experience when you embody that. So I hope for
yeah.
everyone to really feel that vibration as they are moving throughout the day, and just open yourself up to that
That,
experience.
that's so powerful. That's so powerful that you can share that, because yeah, I've been I've been feeling change, definitely change, and it's pushing me in new directions, and it's such an unfamiliar direction. It's
Mhm.
like so different, letting go. It's a lot of letting go coming up for me.
Yeah.
And so it's a good thing, but it's new, and it's things that I've been around for a long time, or I should say people or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just it's different, and I know it's freeing. It's very freeing. That's the part I have to, I'm embracing the freedom of this new energy coming in. It's allowing, like you're saying, it's bringing in more joy. I mean, I was very, very joyful You know, when I was away and doing all kinds of things out in nature, I just love being outside and I love the beach. But, you know, since I've been home, it's been a little different, but it's only because I'm still working on, you know, seeing what I have to shift out of to keep going into that higher frequency.
Mm.
So it's a constant, process. I don't know any other word to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to say challenge because that we keep saying that word. It's just, you know, surrendering to it and allowing it to take us into this next level and trusting it. It's the
Yes,
trust.
that's the key word, the trust part of it. But I
Yeah.
must admit, moving through hard times, I've been working a lot of releasing lower vibrations and energies
Mm,
and shifting my perception and changing my stories because I
yeah.
think that's important. As you ascend, everything will arise. And I think also this period that we're going into now from the 9th of September till, is it October 2nd? The Mercury
I think it could be October 9th. It
Okay,
could be.
so but anyway, that period, it's a time where we're talking about, it's communication and the
Mhm.
energy of that time. It's gonna trick you up a little bit if you're not aware. So
Yeah.
old stories, old beliefs, old patterns, relationships that does not work
Yeah.
anymore because you can't communicate the way you want. You can't express, and your perception won't be heard or understood. It's
Yes.
time to kind of take a step back and just find other ways of
Yes.
embracing, the golden age. Go out in nature, be by yourself, do different, spend your time doing with things that actually lifts you. Do not take the difficult communication, or how do you call it, conversations with relationships or whatever in this time period. Wait until this period is over.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh,
Yeah.
sure. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
makes
it's
sense.
so
Don't do
true.
that.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see the dates, for, it says it goes retrograde on September 9th, and
Uh-huh.
I knew it gave me a date here. I'm just checking because I did download something. Oh gosh, where is it? I don't see it. Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I know I think it's October, maybe it could be October 2nd. You could be right. I don't see it here, but, um,
anyway, just be careful about conversations and the hard conversations
I love
because
that.
things
I
will
really
come
do.
up. Things will come up in this period, and so I'm thinking for myself, I wouldn't go out and have the deep discussions about, life issues or financial issues or money reality or whatever. I wouldn't do that.
Mm,
I would just wait. I would actually spend my time being aware of what's going on and not being sucked into that. And I had this amazing guest on my Spiritual Quest podcast. She was a
mhm,
numerologist. Her name is Novalee Wilder, and she actually sent an email out talking about this. And she said,
mhm.
if you're born within, let me check that because that was pretty interesting. So if anybody's watching within and has that
Mm.
base number, you should be extra aware of what's going on in your life. So I think it was, what did she say here? I think I can't find it right now, but if I find it, I will definitely put it in the description so people watching this later on. It says until October 2nd, actually. Yeah, Mercury retrograde from
Is it
September.
October 2nd?
Yeah,
Okay.
it did say that actually.
Okay, because
Okay, so it says if
yeah,
you're,
because I'm
yeah, it says Mercury rules the sun signs of Virgo and Gemini, and base number 5, which means if you
yes.
have these signs in your chart
Oh,
and are born on the 5th, 14th, or 23rd in any month, or the digit sum of your birth year is 5, like 1985, then you might feel the influence of this retrograde period more intensely. So if you have the base number 5, then
interesting.
I recommend anybody going in and checking out her site because you can actually find out your base number just for free on her site. So
Oh, is she meaning like your universal year number, or is she looking what does she mean? I don't know what her base. It could be a life number or universal year number or personal year
yeah,
number.
it
There's a
depends
lot
on
of
what
different
kind of
ones.
numerology she's using. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what kind of, so, but
I
try it out
understand.
if you want to figure out what's, your base number
Yeah.
is and what it is. So do
Yeah.
that.
So
But should I
this,
do a little
yeah, go ahead.
open
Let's
up
start.
for my
Yes. So what you said this book is like your
ascension
guidebook,
trip?
handbook for ascension. Yeah, and I think it'd be so wonderful to, tell us something that you feel that you were guided. And this is in 2012 you wrote this? Is that what you said it was?
This was channeled to a group of torchbearers. That's what they call them, in 2012. So for 1 year, so we were finished channeling in 2013. And then this book came out. It was first in Norwegian. And then I had a friend, Myra Tagman Farrell, in Las Vegas, actually. She actually helped me translate it and get it out in on Amazon.
Wow.
So let me just, I usually, for this
Sure.
whole period of time with my groups, I use this either in Norwegian or English. It's an ascension journey. So everything is in here that needs to, what you can embrace, to embrace your own ascension if you wish. So we use this just to get messages, just like you would pull a card. We open the book. So I want to do that now for anybody who's watching,
Love it.
and for you and
I
I,
love it.
Janet, just to see what the spirit has to share with us today.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I asked my spirit guides, Zarius in the order of 7, to please give us this message of unconditional love for our journeys. We're opening up our hearts to receive this divine message today and to fully be open to receiving and being channels of love. Thank you. Okay, so usually it says there's a question in here that somebody has asked. So first of
Oh, good.
all, I'm just going to say we're in the chapter that is, let me see what chapter we're in. We're probably in chapter, let's see here, because I can see low vibrations or low frequencies here. So let's see. We're in the energy chapter. So chapter
Oh,
6.
good. Well,
So
we were
there's a
talking about that.
question. Okay, so this is, ooh, this is for us. We just had a conversation before we went on air, right? So
Yes.
somebody asked, Zaria's in the order of 7. They asked, I have experienced a couple of things this weekend. I came into a room and the TV was suddenly on and a light bulb had broken and the computer was on and blinking. I wonder if
Wow.
you can tell me something about this event. And then Zarius answers, your energy has changed in accordance with the challenges you have overcome. With this, you are making room for your new energy. Old energies that you have previously experienced now react to the new high frequency energy. It will affect the room, affect the negative energies residing in the surrounding environment. It is only a response to your energy, not something you create. But this is how it is when your frequency rises. When all frequency rises, it affects the environment. A tip to those who seek answers is to cleanse and balance energy where you reside. It is easy when it comes to the physical, but not when it comes to humans because it demands acceptance from the other party. Didn't we speak of this? This is meant for us.
Mm, very
We're
interesting.
talking about energies and how, and humans, it comes to humans because it demands acceptance from the other party. So you can't cleanse somebody who's not willing to go through or go into the light if you wish. You can't, it's a perception.
That is true. That is for sure. And that is so important to, we have to honor these people on those journeys. And that's been a big lesson for all of us, I think.
Yeah.
I have a quote here that goes exactly with what you just said. And
Yes.
I got it last night. It said, I think there's a point in our healing journey where we stop trying to convince other people to do the right thing. You just observe their choices, understand their character, and decide what you're going to allow in your life.
Mm.
That's exactly what we were
Yeah.
talking about, what you
And the
just said.
thing is, the ascension part, and anybody who's now on the high vibration that we're moving up, that's what we're trying to do with this show as well. Help people to start their ascension process or
Yeah.
help them to get unstuck and to move forward and to be lifted. So I think knowing that we're doing this, energies out there will, of course, respond. The more we do this, the more we're shining, the more we're coming together, bringing high vibration, the more visible we are in the lower dimensions. It is like a
Mhm.
fly
Mhm.
coming to the
Yeah.
light, you know? So I think it's important for all of us to know how to cleanse and how to protect yourself. And that's why this is my greatest protection on this journey. And without this, I couldn't feel the ascension part of my journey right now.
Wow. Yeah. I wear my bracelets. I have
Yeah.
bracelets. I have my energy bracelets. I have 2. I have Kuan Yin and I have Bridget. And
Yes.
then I have my grounding bracelets also that are protection. So I wear that, and then I do say my frequency affirmations and different things like that. And I'm always saying prayers in the evening before I go to sleep and ask for protection. I think you always have to ask because it's
Yes.
not going to just happen. You have to ask. You have to set it up for yourself. So this is why it says we create our own reality,
Mhm.
and we have to be responsible for what we choose. And so, yeah, I mean, that's so powerful. That's
Mm.
so powerful. So, do you
So,
want to read any more from your book, or
no,
do you want me?
I just want to say that I think I'm going to find a way where I could actually give a copy away.
Mhm.
So I just have
I
to
could
think
do the
about how
same
to
too.
do.
I give a hot
Yeah,
copy. I have mine too,
yeah,
which I would love to
yeah.
give a copy
Okay,
of.
I have a picture of yours as well. I
Oh,
think right here.
yes, you do, don't you?
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, there it
Yeah.
is. So, yes, so I wrote this book in 2019, and it's a conglomeration of 21 women. I was really, just it was like a gift. I've been always told I was going to write something. I was going to write a book, and I didn't think it was possible, and I didn't know I was even capable of doing something like that. But I've always had the interest, and when I started doing my summits and writing things, I saw that I could do more than I thought I could. It's interesting when you push yourself or challenge yourself that you learn things about yourself that you didn't know you could do. And so that's why this work to me is so amazing, because the more we do it, the more we see things about ourselves, we learn about ourselves, how strong we can be, also how strong, how much courage it takes to do this work. And also, we have to be vulnerable. And I mean, it's just such a balance between all of that. And we learn so much balance, and we learn to, you know, appreciate ourselves, I guess. So mine is a chapter, and it's called Lighting the Road to Self-Love.
Mm,
And so my quote I started with is, to love oneself is to embody the ultimate gift of gratitude for life's unfolding. And that was my quote. And so when I started, before I even started to write, I went into meditation, of course, and Kuan Yin came in and gave me a message. So I have my Kuan Yin bracelet on, which was so wonderful that I wore it today.
mm,
And she talked, what she said was, go in peace and be at peace and live in peace.
mm,
And then from that, I just started to write about, how much we need to learn to love ourselves again, and then sharing that love with humanity. And this is what we're learning right now through this whole 2.5 years. What have we been learning? We were trying, they were separating us, and now we're learning that we can choose to be separate, or we can choose to accept each other
mm,
even if we don't agree. We can choose to accept that, and it's a definite challenge sometimes, because it's, we had a lot of things coming at us. But letting go of the Piscean age is something I talked about. I had an inner journey exercise. So, what I'm saying here is, let's see, to understand the male and female energies within and outside us is a journey, one that deepens our sense of who we are as creator beings and human beings. This knowledge promotes self love and brings harmony and peace within, which then radiates out to all those around us. Self love is the key and foundation to creating our energetic fields of love. When we love ourselves, we fill our hearts, generating more love for others.
mm,
As male and female entities, we have come here to remember who we are, the essence of love.
mm,
Source energy is love energy. And what is our world without love? There is no meaning to life without some form of love.
mm.
So that's one of the quotes I just opened up to.
Um,
So I'm going to see what else can I say? Anything else to hear that I want to? Um, they're gifts for everyone. As women, we are being given the chance to reinvent our lives in this new age. I mean, the feminine energy is to the forefront, and it's also for men to embody their feminine sides as well as women to bring their feminine sides up into balance. Because we've all been, I think, a lot of us heavily into our masculine because that's what we've been told. That's the most important part to be. And now we're seeing that the feminine is so valuable to bring us into balance in the universe. So, um, as women, we are given this chance to reinvent our lives. We are the way showers, exhibiting how to balance the inner male and the female. Our transparency and willingness to do this inner work is a gift. As all of humanity breaks through the walls of self-limiting beliefs, we open the door to change. So, I mean, we're in the age of Aquarius, when unconditional love, peace, and integrity will become the foundation. Finding peace within ourselves through self-love will help us engender mutual respect between men and women as well as ourselves. So that's the parts I just got through that. And
That's
it
beautiful.
was,
That really, really touched me, to be honest. That was powerful. And that made me think of one thing I would love to share from Awaken to the Power of the Universe. There's this chapter, it's just something that starts like a under chapter. It's channels of love. So now that you quoted this so beautifully, I want to
mm,
hear what Zarius from the other side said about we being channels of love. So I'm just going
mhm.
to just short. So you are all channels of love. Your purpose embodies this love. And to find your purpose and connect with love, you must first manifest it within yourself, self love. Only then can your life purpose shine and manifest with strength and power. Your choices become easier, your freedom of choice increases, and your heart becomes joyful. Zarius.
Wow. We
Mhm.
certainly we were right in sync there. That's amazing. That's amazing how that was in sync. And yeah, and the book and this book, the thing I liked about this book so much was that so many stories about different women and their road to empowerment, which
Mhm.
was to learn about themselves through motherhood and through business and through relationships. And mine was more esoteric because I'm in the spiritual work, but it was just so wonderful to be working with these women. We all shared, we would meet and, talk about different aspects of the book. I mean, nobody read anybody's chapter till the very end. Nobody saw each other's. We didn't share because that gets too confusing. They said everyone's going to do their own chapter. Everyone's going to, they would give us ideas and things, but no, they never told us what to write ever. They just gave us a general thing. We even picked our cover, our colors. It was so wonderful. It was really fun to do this. And, it was a whole new idea. And I was so excited to be part of that. And these women were just so amazing to share their journeys. And that's what we're doing. We're sharing. I mean, who doesn't love good stories, right? Our stories are so important. Our stories are what make us. Our stories is what our lives are about. And this is how we grow. We grow and learn. And it's not just a story, it's our journey. The story is our journey. And it's such a powerful thing to share it with people and have people be willing to interested in listening. And when we share, like you said, we're trying to help people with ascension. And
Mhm.
so when we're doing that, I mean, we're sharing our experiences to let you know that whatever you're feeling is could be very similar to what we're going through. So you're not alone here. It's just to let you know you're not alone on this journey. This journey is together. We're on this together. And so much of what we do, we share mutually.
Mhm.
Like when you said we're all one, and that necklace, the unified necklace, I love that you were so ahead with that. It's so beautiful because that's the big thing is coming into oneness now, because we are all one. And so no matter even the most negative person or whatever, if you just keep sending them good energy and love, that can help them maybe shift or
Mhm.
maybe lighten what they're doing or what they're thinking or what they're, whatever.
Mhm.
It's just to stay in our hearts, and it's definitely been a challenge for us to do that. And It's not. It's a process, and it's something we have to be continuously present for.
Yeah.
That
The,
present word is always coming up, but it's like you said, to be, it keeps you present. When you said you did your morning meditation, your morning affirmation, that keeps you so present. And yeah, I always read something spiritual every single day in the morning. I try to do that in the morning, and that was my grounding. And then in the evening, I mean, I'm always reading things all day long. I can't get away from it. So I'm always in the flow of spiritual energy.
oh, thank you, Yama. I just want to make sure that this lovely message, I love receiving messages. Look at that, huh? Love from
Yeah,
Norway.
yeah,
Thank you, Yama. It's such a pleasure to have you here as always. She's,
yes,
one showing up, supporting. She's in our little community right here. So thank
love
you
that.
for being here with.
Yes, very much.
Yes.
Thank
So
you.
okay, so we want to. Oh, sorry, I'm I'm pushing buttons and I almost ended everything before we were done.
A little early, but not so. We've been talking a while, but it's okay. So, what else can we? What else would you like to talk
No,
about? Well, I have this other. What? What were you going to say?
yeah, I was just gonna say when you were talking that there's one thing that Zarius always reminds me, as
Hmm.
he's my closest colleague. He's the one I listen to. He's the one I channel. So
Yeah,
he's
he's your best
constantly
friend.
feeding me with information, and he every time I'm in a situation where I go into a reaction mode based on lower vibrations, like if I'm hurt or if I'm feeling anger or something is triggering me, he's constantly showing me. I can hear, and that's why I don't know if you've seen that, but I usually pull my hair and stuff when he's kind of like tugging on me,
Oh,
and he's
really?
like, and
Interesting.
he goes, he tugs my hair, and he goes, remember that the person with the highest vibration, highest frequency, has the largest responsibility to
That's
bring
for
the
sure.
love. You embody that vibration, that frequency. You are the one who needs to embody that as you go out into the world. So if you want to
Mhm.
be that channel of love, then remember to embody the vibration of unconditional love or of self love. So, whatever you do, make sure that you're in a space where you are feeling self love. Or if you're not there, just make sure that you do the work. I like journaling, like writing down if I'm blocked or if there's something I'm working on to shift the energy before I can feel love. Usually you have to write it out. You have to kind of just
Yes,
get it out of
yes.
your system. And then
Yeah,
it's easier to feel because then you know your intention and then you can feel your intention again. So it's just a release technique that usually you just have to write it out and you're calm and then you can make decisions. Then you can show up and be in self love and spread the love, of course. So I like that. I love having him remind me of that, even though I can get kind of, the ego mind goes, do you really have to remind me of that all the time?
well, yeah, because we're human. And what you do is similar to what I do,
Yeah.
because when I'm thinking about how I do it, I go into meditation and then I just ask, what do I need to know about the situation? And then I will take a pad and a pencil, and it's like automatic writing. It
Yeah.
just comes through. And I don't edit it. I just let the words come. I just hear the words and they come onto the paper,
Mm.
and I just let it come, and then I read it after,
Mm.
because I'm not going to edit it. And it's always amazing when you don't try to stop it or try not to stop the flow. The messages are so much better. They're
Yeah.
so profound. It's like, really? I actually wrote that. You kind of look at you. I wrote that. Okay, that's so wonderful that message came through. But it's wonderful
Mm.
to do that. So I call it automatic writing, which could be very similar to what you're doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so before we end, we have
Yeah.
to let people know that we have some exciting guests coming up.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
yes. Next
So
week. Next
we
week
want to
is
make
guest
sure
week.
that, yeah, we want to bring more, it's exciting topics for you. And we have some, and
Sure.
you've had a lot of, spiritual connections with, other spiritual teachers on,
Yeah.
and I've had it too. So now we're inviting some of these people to come in and join us live.
Yeah.
And that's going to
Yes.
be a lot of fun. So we're going to talk
Donna
about the
Marie.
Akashic records in October, in the beginning of October.
But
And
this month we have Donna Marie Hallisey. Donna Marie
yes,
is coming in as a medium, and she's amazing. I mean, please come on and ask her questions because Donna Marie is so interesting, and she's is going to blow your mind. She's so
yes.
good,
So September
and
we have a medium reading, and
yeah,
in October we're doing the Akashic Records.
Akashic Records, and
Yes,
then on and well, we're hoping to hear from November. We have a couple of people in line, and we have somebody for December lined up already. We have our your dear friend Henning.
yes. It's going
We
to
have
be
Henning.
fun. He'll do
Yeah.
new readings for everyone
He's going to
before
be the
the new
Christmas
year.
present. He's your
Yes.
Christmas present. Yes.
Yeah.
So but November we have hopefully I have a guest who who we're waiting to hear from, but he said yes for one day, but we have to switch it. So we're just waiting to make sure he can come in November. So he will be awesome, and we'll tell you who he is next week when we get the final answer.
Yes.
And he's been around for quite a while. I love this man dearly. He's such a sweetheart.
Mm.
So we'll have some great guests for you coming up, and they'll be all different dates. We don't have it like one particular week of the month. It's going to be whenever they can, whenever it works for them. So,
Yes.
and yeah, so this is exciting.
It
So
is. It is very exciting.
fun
Remember,
to hear
people, we're
everything.
moving towards the creation year. So, whatever you can get done in this year by tuning your vibration, opening up, it's going to pay off next year.
Yeah, this is so true. So I had this really cool other down a thing I ran off, which I thought was very interesting. It says foundations for a solid relationship, and this can be for with others and with yourself. So these are the different levels: trust, mutual respect, communication, dependability, kindness, empathy, non-judgment, arguing productively, so agreeing to disagree, sort of, admiration for one another, willingness to work out issues, willingness to compromise, love and appreciation, attraction and connection, safety and security. So these are what we want in a relationship. This is what we want within ourselves. You know, safety and security is, well, for women for sure, that's like a number one concern. But, you know, in general, who doesn't want to feel safe and secure in their relationships and in themselves? So I love that little foundational aspect to bring in. So I hope that helps.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. So,
Yeah.
time is running,
Yeah.
Janet. So, shall we
Okay. So
close? Just
yes,
close.
and so I hope they've enjoyed our little shares from our books, our snippets, and they are available to buy on Amazon. And also, I can sell them. I also have it on my home. I can what is the word? Autograph them and send it to you with a little message. So that's what. Do you have any of your own or no?
I do have a few copies. The thing is, I've given away the rights because I'm only the
Ah,
chapter. So
gotcha.
I'm giving it to a nonprofit organization that I
Oh,
was asked to establish from Saris in the Order of Seven, which is soulenergyinmotion.org. So they sell the Norwegian copy, but you can buy it on Amazon, and all the
yeah.
proceeds, 100% goes to the nonprofit. So,
Oh, how
you,
beautiful.
yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
you,
so special.
yeah, so
Well,
you,
there you go. So now you know how to get the books,
yeah,
and you can go to my website, or you can and you can order it through me directly, or go to Amazon as well.
yeah.
So thank you so much. And so, all right, let's close it down. So thank you again, all the beings of light and Zarius who are here today, and we are so grateful for this information that keeps flowing in, this beautiful fifth dimensional frequency of love and connection and community that keeps shining on us and keeps flowing into us. No matter what's going on around us, know that we are all connected. We are one. We are loved, and that we are source. We are God. We are beings of source light. So know that you are the light, that you are love, and that you are loved. And so we're going to cut the cords in the back with love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And go in peace.
Go in peace. And I'm just giggling because I can feel the energy.
Well, that's so
Now I'm going
beautiful.
to
I love
dance
it.
with
I
the
love it.
energy.
Well, this is the joy. This is the joy of fifth dimensional energy coming in, isn't it? I
It is
love that.
wonderful.
I love it.
Have a great one, everyone. I'm going to dance.